Listen to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
It is Thursday, June 20th. You know what that means?
It's June 20th already?
It is.
Wow.
It is. I feel like maybe the Coffee Hour is just like your reality check with the calendar each day.
I'm pretty sure it is, actually.
Thursday, June 20th, which means LWML Convention begins.
Yeah.
Lots of Lutheran women descending onto Mobile, Alabama. I've seen some pictures from some of my friends this morning, and it looks like lots of excitement there. So we're going to check in with Mary Schmidt in just a moment. And in the second half of the program today, more stuff that's coming up. We're talking about the National Youth Gathering. We're going to dig into the theme, particularly look at the Bible study provided by the Reverend Dr. Joel Leyenbauer that digs into the theme. A really good theme this year, Real Present God. What is real present God? So we're going to talk about that with Dr. Leyenbauer in the second half. So thanks to Concordia University, Wisconsin for underwriting the Coffee Hour. Find out more about them at cuw.edu.
Live uncommon.
It's more fun when you take a giant gulp of coffee before I throw that at you.
I'll try to time that correctly tomorrow.
Joining us by phone this morning, Mary Schmidt with KFUO. She's at the 38th Biennial LWML Convention in Mobile, Alabama. Thank you so much, Mary, for joining us.
Good morning, Andy and Sarah.
How are things How are things in Mobile this morning?
They're going really well. It's been a wonderful time here at LWML so far. We've had a lot of humidity, but the convention actually has been really wonderful. They have about 3,000 people who have come in this year, and 700 of them who are newcomers. So it's really nice to see how it's grown from last convention. So KFUO is here at the convention, and we're letting people know about KFUO and what KFUO offers. But the LWML is a wonderful place for opening up opportunities for women of all congregations throughout the country to kind of come together and even make an even bigger impact of kind of getting that mission work out for the gospel and getting the word of Jesus out. So they all come together during this convention, and they open up those opportunities. It's really wonderful to see it all happen.
It really is. What is the theme for this year?
This year's theme is called In Praise to the Lord. They took this from the scripture verse, 1 Chronicles 16, 23 through 24, which is, Sing to the Lord, all the earth, tell us of his salvation from day to day, and declare his glory among the nations. So everything here is in praise to the Lord, and it's really interesting to see it all happen. They have a lot of servant events, and they have a lot of places where they are connecting together to help go out into the community and do outreach, even here in Mobile. So it's not just back at their communities, their own communities, but it's here where they can also make an impact nationwide. So it's all of it in praise to the Lord. It's really cool.
Who have you been able to meet so far? And you just got there yesterday, right?
We did just get here yesterday, and the vendor hall actually opens up right about now, but we've been able to meet a couple other people from different vendors, different groups. So we saw CPH, we saw some people from the Lutheran Hour Ministries Float group, a lot of the ministries from the LCMS International Office and Office of National Missions. We've seen a lot of them, and a lot of the people who work for the LWML as well. So Patty Ross and Vivian Ernst, we saw them, and they were really helpful, and it was really good.
Very good. Now, you keep saying we. I forgot that you've got a team there. Who's there with you? Who's there with you this year?
I do. Joanie Harwell joined me again for this convention. She was with me at the last one in Albuquerque, but she and her family came to help with KFUO. As you know, Joanie is a wonderful social connector for KFUO, and she came and is helping me with her grandkids at the booth, and we're having a great time.
That must be really fun.
I know. Anywhere you go with Joanie is like a big family reunion. So an LWML convention with Joanie, I'm sure, is a lot of fun.
We could not stop walking for 20 feet without meeting someone that you had known or met. So I got to meet quite a few people actually through Joanie.
And that I think is one of the benefits of a convention like this is is really reconnecting and meeting for the first time as well, so that there are future reconnections because of, as you mentioned earlier, the blessings that come out of that, the ways that the doors that are open to opportunities to serve and to learn more about how other congregations and organizations are serving their neighbors in the name of Christ and His love. And to do that, one of the things that one of the big things that happens at LWML Convention is mission grants, working on mission grants and making decisions about those. When does that happen in the convention? Does that happen throughout the convention that they make decisions on mission grants?
Let's see. I believe that happens. It does happen throughout. It's I believe today and tomorrow and a little bit on Saturday, where they will go through and they will vote on these grants. And there's 31 grants that they have submitted to the LWML for help. And again, the convention is where a lot of local communities or smaller churches get together and they make a bigger impact on how to share the love of God. And these grants are a great way of doing it. So, for example, St. Paul's Music Conservatory in Council Bluffs, Iowa, is one of the people who submitted a grant. And they enroll about 100 students who are studying music from Christian instructors who serve as role models and evangelists to whomever they teach, their students. And these students learn about Jesus through that Christian music. And they are asking for a grant for resources so that they can share in the Spanish-speaking mission sites, as well as help other churches set up their own music ministries. And so, again, that's a wonderful way to outreach. But that St. Paul's is asking for help from the LWML, and the LWML provides that opportunity for local women and women around the country to say, yes, I'm going to help that program, and I'm going to help them help get the word of God out.
Yeah, we've had a chance.
It's really wonderful to see it.
Yeah, we've had a chance to talk with St. Paul's, and they're really...
And during Advent and Christmas, you can hear their musimusic right here on KFUO.
You can. What are you...
And there's
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, there's like 31 different groups. Christian Friends of New Americans also submitted a grant. Mission Central, Lutheran Braille Workers. So there's a lot of organizations that are asking for the help of LWML. And again, the LWML really provides that opportunity for women everywhere to come together and really make a difference. It's wonderful.
Yeah. What is inspiring about being in the middle of this? I know as a one of the, what are we? Not presenter.
Exhibitors.
Exhibitor, thank you.
Vendor exhibitor.
Wow. My brain just stopped working with words. Well, being an exhibitor, it's a little bit of a different feel because we're there representing our organization. But what is inspiring about being there with all these women that are part of LWML?
It's really inspiring to see all the women who are taking action, who are really wanting to make a difference and to get out there and do this for the Lord. I want to help get the gospel out. I want to help serve in my church as well as around the world. How do I do that? And LWML really brings people together. And so you see all these women, old and young, and just from all different backgrounds, all different cultures, all of them coming together with a purpose of getting the message of Jesus out there and going and helping with these mission programs. It's really encouraging to see that.
So to all the LWML attendees who are listening right now, give us a shout out on on Twitter and Instagram. Post your pictures. Would be even better is if you were wearing your KFUO shirt at LWML. Take a picture of it and post that. Give us a shout out. Now, speaking of KFUO swag, I understand, Mary, you have some fun KFUO giveaways in the exhibitor hall there at the LWML convention. What can they come find? What can they come find at the KFUO table?
They can, if they come to our KFUO booth, they will find our KFUO tote bag, which is a new one this year. It's instead of a grocery bag, we went with a kind of like a book carrier, or it can carry your laptop. It's really nice, very sturdy, fits very well under the arm. You can also come by and get one of our KFUO mugs. We have a lot of those. We're trying to get those out to people. And we have a lot of Lilyfield CDs. that we're giving out with wonderful music. And we are also doing some raffle drawings for Kelly Schumacher's artwork, as well as a KFUO Bluetooth speaker. So if you come by the booth and say hi to us, check out our stuff, feel free to take some things and learn about KFUO and what we can do for you.
You brought the KFUO blue mugs. Those are those are nice. So LWML attendees,
nice compliments on that.
LWML attendees stop by the KFUO booth at the LWML Convention in Mobile, Alabama, and then for those who are going to the LCMS convention, you'll be there as well in just a few weeks coming up in July as well. They can stop by and get some KFUO gear there. And Sarah and I will be at the LCMS National Youth Gathering in just a couple of weeks as well. Come by and we'll have KFUO buttons there,
Buttons and stickers.
Buttons and stickers.
And they're fantastic.
Well, Mary, thank you so much for checking in with us this morning from the LWML Convention in Mobile, Alabama.
Thank you, Andy and Sarah.
Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to dig into the theme of the LCMS National Youth Gathering, Real, Present, God. And I feel like I have to say it that way because there's a period after each word, right?
There is a period after each word.
You have to put that important pause in between each one. So we're going to talk about that with the Reverend Dr. Joel Leyenbauer. You're listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.